I need that. I need that so that I can talk about how good I made this person. But he was gonna be good no matter what. Katrin Davidsdottir, she got worse when she was with Ben Bergeron. She was good, she was good, she was good, she was good. Yo, Ben Bergeron is out and Cole Sager is in. And I have so many freaking opinions on this topic. I've spoken about this in the past. Remember when everybody was leaving CompTrain? It was what, Sam Quandt and Chandler Smith, Amanda Barnhart, Katrin Davidsdottir. I made the cool little thumbnail where they're all running away from Ben Bergeron. This isn't gonna be some giant speculatory piece on whether or not he's actually a good coach.
Is that what you think? You think?
But I am going to dig in a little bit about what it means to have Cole Sager as the new head of CompTrain games team, whatever that's supposed to mean. Have you ever wondered how it is that, by the way, Morning Chalk Up gets this stuff out as promptly as they do? How Ben Bergeron makes a post, tries to usher you over to the Morning Chalk Up release. I mean, you have a profile. Why is it that they are releasing it? Well, publications, PR companies will give them these things, and I got a hold of it, and it says right at the top, Bergeron will hand the reins of elite athlete coaching at the games to fan favorite and CompTrain veteran Cole Sager. Fan favorite. It's something that in this little release, it says a handful of times, fan favorite, fan favorite, fan favorite, and in the Morning Chalk Up post, it doesn't say it anywhere. Why? Maybe it's because the dude isn't really a fan favorite.
That's why no one will remember your name.
I'm not gonna diminish the accomplishments of Cole Sager. 10 consecutive years at the CrossFit Games, like freaking wicked. I don't know. That's crazy. Noah Olson and was it BKG or a couple of other people who did that in a row consecutively is nuts. But the parallels here outside of sport would be as if they made Robert Downey Jr., the person who had been and was the face of freaking Marvel Cinematic Universe forever as Iron Man, make that dude the director. Like, does that make any sense? No, he's a great actor, he's personable, and everybody likes him, but are you gonna make him the director of the next maybe he is the director, maybe that's why the movie sucks so bad, because they tried to make an actor the director. It happens in other sports. I mean, Mike Matheny's the head coach of the Cardinals, isn't he? And he was the catcher for a couple years. Rocco Baldelli's the head coach of the Rays, I believe. David Ross was the head coach of the Cubs, and that was a catcher on the World Series team, and I don't know. It happens. I guess it happens. But here's the deal. Cole Sager, I like to try to put this into the scope of myself at the affiliate. I always try to imagine that. I'm at the affiliate. I've been there. Let's just say I've been there as long as Bergeron. 15 years at the helm. And let's just say I've been there all the time and everyone knows Andrew Hiller and this is Andrew Hiller's affiliate, and let's just say it's Andrew Hiller Gym. Andrew Hiller. That's Ben Bergeron and CompTrain. Ben Bergeron, CompTrain. Okay, we get it. Yeah, okay, whatever. Run all these classes, got all these athletes, and one day Andrew Hiller decides that he's done. Andrew Hiller goes, member from the 11 a.m. class, you're in. You're the new top dog. You're gonna be running this place. You are now Andrew Hiller. That's what they did with Cole Sager and CompTrain. This is the fan favorite. Everyone loves this member from the 11 a.m. class. It would be stupid for us not to use this person as the new face of the entity. It's like, well, wait a minute.
What is your profession?
Hey, you run a gym, right, Andrew? You've got coaches. They've been here for a long time. They've been here since 2018. It's been 5 years, and by all means, this person coaches this person. Like, what? And they coach these people. And more recently, they were at the North and the East semifinal coaching these people. And this is me talking about Jarrett. This guy's name is Jarrett Smith.
His name is Robert Paulson.
In the year 2018, Jarrett Smith put up a couple of Ben Bergeron-isms. It's this drama and complaining are contagious diseases.
Is that what you think? You think?
Look at Ben Bergeron there. He's shredded. He's probably still on 1.3 dimethylethylexolone. I mean, the Jack 3D formula that he popped for in the games when he did that. And then he also has this Ben Bergeron-ism. Something bad happened. Can we do something about it? Yes, no, then stop complaining. No! I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out the obvious over here. Quiet Ben Bergeron in 2018. 270 weeks ago, this dude's putting this stuff up. Fast forward all the way to present day, and he's working with the only good athletes that he's got left in that training regime. Sydney Mikulishin, Tori Dyson, and what's her name? Lucy McGonigal, the really young chick. And if I filter through this a little bit, it also looks like he's worked with Kyra Milligan. And everything that this dude posts on his profile are pictures of the athletes, pictures of them training, pictures of him alongside all of them. This is the dude. This is the coach that when I bring in that person from 11 a.m. class and make them the head of Andrew Hiller Gym, everyone is going to look at it and go, wait a minute, what about that coach that works with all these people? I mean, most recently, I put up the video on Harry Paley. Harry Paley goes over to HWPO. Why? And why is it that everyone follows Harry Paley over to HWPO? They got Amanda Barnhart and Katrin Davidsdottir and Sam Quandt. They're all over there with him, and you, what? Huh? And now you got this guy, Jarrett S. Smith, who has been around since 2018, posting the Ben Bergeron-isms and hanging out with all the athletes and posting all the athletes, and you're going to go with Cole Sager? Are you kidding me? Like, Cole Sager works out in his garage. That's all he does. Everything he's ever posted is him working out in his freaking garage. Who does he coach? He doesn't even coach himself. Everything that Ben Bergeron has ever posted is like, Cole Sager is the perfect athlete. All he does is he does what he's told. Who has he ever told anything else to anybody? He can be a Mike Matheny, a David Ross, a Rocco Baldelli, but he very well could be freaking Tony Stark sitting in the freaking director's chair saying, more Iron Men. We need more Iron Men. Mach 438. Where are they? Like, dude, Iron Man's dead. We can't make any more Iron Men. That's all I know. All I know is Iron Man. All Cole Sager knows is Ben Bergeron. Is that a good thing? I don't think so.
Is that what you think? You think?
Nobody stayed there for Ben Bergeron. They stayed there for Harry Paley. They're there for Jarrett. I feel like I'm losing my freaking mind over here. Are you kidding me? I'm not trying to say that Cole Sager isn't a great athlete. He's made the CrossFit Games 10 years in a row. He's freaking great. But this is where all of my animosity and confusion about CompTrain and Ben Bergeron come from. Ready for this? Another inside the head of Andrew Hiller story. The year is 2017. Myself and my team of 6, we finished somewhere around 10th in the regional, North Central, or maybe it was the Central Regional. They combined at that point. We were, and when CrossFit still did this, the fittest gym in Illinois. So I had an athlete, look at that, look at our placing, and they reached out to a teammate of mine. It was Keiko Tanaka reaching out to Natalie Sutter. They're both like teammates, former team members of my affiliate, and she was over in Chicago. Windy City, I believe, was her affiliate, and she goes, hey, Natalie, any way that I could drop in and see what it's like over there? And Natalie talks to me, and I go, yeah, sure. We can try this thing out. Like, tell her to come on in, see what it's all about, see if she likes it. She comes on in on a Saturday. Everyone else leaves. Keiko and I are just sitting there, and I go, so what'd you think? Do you like it? She goes, yeah, I could really see myself being here. Should I join? I go, don't ask me if you should join. This is a situation where I want you to decide for yourself. If you want to be here and you liked it, maybe you want to try it for another week and see what it like, not just on the weekend, but throughout the week. Go ahead and do that. But this is up to you. And that is the difference between me and my opinions and how I think that a healthy athlete, coach, and community relationship could be compared to a CompTrain. I'll get back into that in a minute. I want to finish up my story with Keiko. At the time in which she came in there, she had just finished up an open season where she had missed regional qualification. She was coming off of a season where she finished right around 100. Maybe it was 100 and 110 in the region, and she wanted to be part of a team. She wanted to be an individual, very high-level athlete, and she was curious about if my environment could help her with that. And I just said, I think it could. I wouldn't be doing any of this if I didn't think it was the best place for anybody, but you need to be the one to realize that. Myself and my team and my gym and my members and my affiliate, we're all going to do everything we can to make you the best version of yourself. Fast forward 1 year, and she goes from 110 or 100 all the way into qualification spot. She made it as an individual athlete. And how did she do that? Ask her. This is going to do a little bit of kicking back on my story, but if you ask her, she goes, it's because of Andrew, it's because of the coaches, it's because of the community, but it's really because of Andrew and his coaching. And I go, no, stop, no. Day number 1, I want it to be all about you. This is a situation where I want you to decide for yourself. You decide. You made the decision. I didn't make you do anything. I just gave you the tools to become the best version of yourself. And at the other end, you did all the work. This is because of you. She decided to go team because she was so kind of bought into the entire team thing. And we had a pretty good finishing that year at the regionals in 2018 as a team. Now, the parallel opposite of that entire situation where you ask me, at no point in time am I saying, look at what I've done with Keiko. Keiko went from here to here. And it's only because of Andrew Hiller and his program. And this is all because of me. That's what Ben Bergeron does with his people. He poaches athletes. He looks for extreme potential and he pulls them in, sucks them in, and says that it's because of CompTrain and it's because of his mental mindset stuff that he put upon his athletes. I'm sure he helps. Don't get this all messed up. I'm sure that he helps, but it's always the athlete who does everything. Always. I see the way that he promotes, the way that he goes about working with these people. And he's even spoken about the fact that he watches Matt Fraser does that workout Godzilla. The year is 2013, 2014, something like that. Sees him doing that crazy workout, which is 3 rounds of 4, 3, 2, 1 of maybe, back squats and power snatches and handstand push-ups and rope climbs. I don't know what the exact workout is. The weights are heavy and the movements are hard, and he sees him and he goes, that dude's got potential. I need that. And then I need that so that I can talk about how good I I made this person, but he was going to be good no matter what. Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's the best coach ever. He's working with the best quarterback ever, isn't it? How do you know if they're both with one another? Well, Tom Brady leaves, and then he continues to win Super Bowls, and Bill Belichick doesn't maintain the same level of output, and you go, wait a minute, it was Tom Brady the whole time. It had nothing to do with Ben Bergeron. Matt Frazier had the genetics, and he was going to be the best. Catherine David's daughter. She got worse when she was with Ben Bergeron. She was good, she was good, she was good, she was good. Maybe he helped her with her head a little bit, got her to do that whole rope climb thing. Maybe the programming was very aligned with her strengths, and maybe there were no rope climbs holding her back. That's possible too, isn't it? But then she leaves, and then she gets better again. She's no spring chicken, just like Chandler Smith. He missed qualifications for the games in the year with Granite Games. What was that, last year? Ben Bergeron, he leaves, he's back in. He's no spring chicken. They're getting older, and they got better once they left CompTrain. Amanda Barnhart, she's better over with HWPO. Sam Quant, he had a year where he was freaking god-awful, and you know who he's with? CompTrain. Know who he's with now? Freaking, I don't know, himself, Harry Paley. He said work out in his garage, but he's better later in his career, and that makes no sense. And nobody has worked under that lineage for a good amount of time because everybody's keen to the fact people are smarter, and it isn't just these silly people running around like Matt Frazier in his garage thinking, oh, I can go learn something from Ben Bergeron, because people are keen to the fact, and look at those comment sections. They know. I'm so proud of people for knowing. People catch on after a little while. Ben Bergeron has been a very good thing. I used to listen to his podcast all the time. All the freaking time. But after a while, you start thinking he's just talking about the same stuff over and over and over again. It's of my opinion that he has no idea how to piece a freaking program together. And it's of my opinion that he's leaving CompTrain, not because he's done with any of it, but because everyone's onto the fact that he isn't a good coach and nobody wants to get coached by him. But here's the deal. Why would you want to be coached by Cole Sager? Maybe you're a Cole Sager fanboy and you're going to be caught up into that insanity that is, oh, look at all those followers. He's made the games 10 times. I want to make the games 10 times. Like, that's not how it works. I'm of the opinion that if Cole Sager was working with a Maxwell Hodge or a Justin Kotler or a Matt Torres or freaking anybody else, that he not only makes the CrossFit Games 10 years in a row, but he's got podiums of maybe half of them. I'm of the opinion that Ben Bergeron limited Cole Sager's success. Maybe that speaks volumes to the way that he could be a better head coach than Ben Bergeron. I don't know. I just know that the entire way that this is being put out through all of these different media outlets is freaking crazy. But we are becoming more educated on it, and I don't think that anybody is as stupid as the PR publication companies might think that we are. What are your thoughts? Andrew Hitler, out.
Please press that like button, no one touches